Elon Musk has never been one to settle for the status quo. While many are still trying to improve lithium-ion batteries, Tesla has already taken a step beyond, embarking on a new revolution: solid-state batteries. This technology may seem distant, almost futuristic, but it is closer to reality than most people think. The goal? To create electric vehicles with astonishing range, incredibly fast charging, and durability that can last for decades. If all of this sounds too good to be true, wait until you understand what's behind this innovation. The key breakthrough of solid-state batteries is replacing the liquid electrolyte found in traditional lithium-ion batteries with a solid material. It may seem like a small detail, but this change solves a series of problems that have limited electric cars for years. Without flammable liquids, the risk of overheating and fires is virtually eliminated. Additionally, these batteries can store much more energy in the same space, meaning greater range without increasing battery pack size. Imagine a Tesla running for over 1,500 miles on a single charge. Another highlight of this technology is charging speed. Today, even the best fast chargers still need at least 30 minutes to restore 80% of a standard battery's charge. With solid-state batteries, this time could drop to under 5 minutes. Yes, as fast as refueling a gasoline-powered car. This is the kind of breakthrough that could convince even the biggest skeptics to switch to electric vehicles. Who wouldn't want a car that charges in the time it takes to grab a coffee and still drives over 1,000 miles? If this already sounds revolutionary, there's another game-changing aspect of solid-state batteries: longevity. While current batteries start losing performance after a few years, the new ones can last over 10,000 charge cycles without significant degradation. This means a Tesla could run for decades without needing a battery replacement. Not only does this reduce costs for consumers, but it also helps minimize the environmental impact of discarding old batteries. Now, the biggest challenge is mass production. Developing a revolutionary battery in a lab is one thing, but manufacturing it on a large scale and making it accessible to millions of people is a different story. Tesla knows this and is already working to ensure that this technology reaches the market before its competitors. Elon Musk and his team have been tirelessly adapting the structure of gigafactories and optimizing manufacturing processes. After all, whoever masters the production of these batteries first will dominate the future of electric mobility. Of course, many questions remain unanswered. How long will it take before we see the first Teslas with this technology on the streets? Will other automakers be able to keep up with the pace? The fact is that Tesla is already ahead in this race, and early indications suggest that the transition could happen much faster than expected. Solid-state batteries are not just an evolution of lithium-ion batteries. They're a revolution that could rewrite all the rules of the game. For those who closely follow Tesla, it's already clear that the company doesn't play around when it comes to innovation. But when it comes to batteries, the level of investment and strategy reaches another level. Elon Musk knows that mastering this technology means ensuring supremacy in the electric vehicle industry, which is why Tesla has poured billions of dollars into research and development. The goal is simple: to create batteries that are more efficient, cheaper, and longer lasting than anything else on the market. And to do that, the company is not only innovating in-house, but also acquiring strategic companies to accelerate the process. One of the most important acquisitions was Maxwell Technologies. For those unfamiliar, this company specializes in dry electrode technology, a breakthrough that could revolutionize battery production by drastically reducing the use of toxic solvents and increasing energy density. In simple terms, this means more powerful batteries that cost less to manufacture and last much longer. And Tesla didn't stop there. Another strategic purchase was Cellin, a company specializing in lithium metal batteries, a technology that perfectly complements the development of future solid-state batteries. And Tesla is not just betting on company acquisitions. The electric giant has also been heavily investing in its own research, building laboratories dedicated exclusively to perfecting the batteries of the future. In Palo Alto, for example, the company has a team of scientists focused on finding the best materials and processes to increase energy efficiency and reduce production costs. Tesla understands that the race for better batteries is not a question of if it will happen, but rather of when and who will lead the transformation. Additionally, there's a detail that many people underestimate: control over the supply chain. While other automakers still heavily rely on external suppliers, Tesla has been working to control every step of battery production. This includes securing agreements with mining companies to guarantee priority access to essential raw materials such as lithium, nickel, and cobalt. With the increasing demand for batteries, securing a stable supply of these materials could be the difference between leading the market or falling behind. Another smart move by Tesla was its partnership with Panasonic, which has been one of the company's main battery cell suppliers for years. However, even with this collaboration, Tesla has accelerated its independence by developing its own 4,680 battery cells. These batteries are not only more efficient than conventional ones, but also significantly reduce the cost per kilowatt hour, making electric vehicles even more affordable. And with the promise of solid-state batteries, this cost reduction could be even more drastic. But what about the competition? Other automakers are also investing in new battery technologies, but none of them have the combination of innovation, large-scale production, and vertical integration that Tesla has achieved. Companies like Toyota, Volkswagen, and startups like QuantumScape are scrambling to catch up, but the billions Tesla has already poured into this sector put several steps ahead. In the world of batteries, time is everything, and every day of advantage represents a significant leap in developing new technologies. If there's one thing Elon Musk and his team excel at, it's anticipating the future and moving ahead of everyone else. While many companies are still trying to improve conventional batteries, Tesla is already patenting technologies that could completely redefine the energy storage sector. And when Tesla files a patent, it's not just a piece of paper, it's a glimpse into what's coming next. In recent years, the company has accelerated the development of new materials, manufacturing processes, and innovative battery designs, ensuring its advancements reach the market before the competition. One of the most recent and important patents emerged in January 2025. Tesla registered a new manufacturing process for lithium iron phosphate, LFP, batteries, promising to increase energy density without compromising longevity. Until now, LFP batteries were known for being safer and more durable, but lagged behind nickel-based batteries in storage capacity. With this innovation, Tesla may have found a way to combine the best of both worlds. This means that future electric vehicles could have stronger, more affordable batteries with even greater range. And the revolution doesn't stop there. In February 2025, another patent caught the industry's attention: a lithium carbon-based energy storage device. This new concept could be the key to optimizing the performance of solid-state batteries, improving efficiency and charging speed. In practical terms, this technology could mean even shorter charging times and a significantly longer lifespan for batteries. For those who still doubt the viability of solid-state batteries, Tesla appears to be getting closer to making this innovation a commercial reality. But Tesla's patents are not limited to battery cells alone. The company has also been making advances in battery structural design, integrating them as part of the vehicle structure. This idea started with the 4680 battery concept, where the cells were given a structural function, reducing weight and increasing vehicle efficiency. Now, with new patents, Tesla may be preparing to integrate batteries even more into vehicle engineering, eliminating unnecessary parts and further lowering production costs. And these patents are not just making noise in the automotive sector. Energy storage is one of the biggest challenges for the global adoption of renewable sources, such as solar and wind power. After all, generating clean energy is useless without an efficient way to store it. Tesla knows this and has been working on adapting its batteries for large-scale applications, such as power grids and backup systems for homes and businesses. The Powerwall and Megapack are just the beginning of this revolution. With the new patented technologies, these systems could become even more efficient and accessible. What's the point of having a revolutionary battery-powered electric car if there isn't a charging infrastructure to support it? Elon Musk understands very well that for electric vehicles to dominate the roads, it's not enough to build incredible cars. Drivers need access to a reliable, fast, and globally available charging network. And that's exactly what Tesla has been doing with the aggressive expansion of its Supercharger network, consolidating one of the company's biggest competitive advantages. Tesla already operates the largest and most efficient charging network in the world. In October 2024, the company reached the impressive milestone of 60,000 Supercharger stations worldwide. This infrastructure not only makes life easier for Tesla owners, but also helps eliminate one of the biggest obstacles to mass EV adoption, the so-called range anxiety. No one wants to be stranded in the middle of nowhere, waiting for hours to charge a car. That's why Tesla has invested heavily in making charging as simple as refueling a gasoline car. But the advancements don't stop there. In 2025, Tesla plans to roll out fourth-generation superchargers, which promise even more absurd charging speeds. The new models will be capable of delivering up to 500 kilowatts for passenger vehicles, like the Cybertruck, and an impressive 1.2 megawatts for Tesla's electric semi-trucks. This means a vehicle could recover hundreds of miles of range in just a few minutes, making electric vehicles even more practical for long-distance travel. Another major shift gaining momentum is the adaptation of superchargers to serve non-Tesla vehicles. Yes, something once unthinkable is now becoming a reality. Tesla has begun expanding its charging ecosystem to allow any compatible electric vehicle to use its stations. This includes modifications such as extending charging cables and optimizing parking spaces to accommodate larger vehicles. As a result, Tesla not only creates a new revenue stream, but also accelerates the global transition to electric mobility, making its charging network the absolute industry standard. Recently, Tesla opened new strategic charging hubs, such as the Lake Park station in Georgia and another in Costa Mesa, California. These are not just more stations on the map. They are part of a larger plan to expand chargers along high-traffic corridors, including interstate highways and busy urban areas. The goal is for drivers to always be just a few minutes away from a supercharger, whether for a quick charge or a long road trip. And don't think Tesla is only increasing the number of stations. The company is also investing in optimizing the efficiency of existing chargers. With new technological advancements, next-generation superchargers are up to 27% more efficient, further reducing wait times and increasing overall network capacity. In the end, what does this mean for consumers? Less downtime, more time on the road, and an even smoother electric vehicle experience. If there's one thing that defines Tesla, it's an obsession with efficiency. Elon Musk and his team don't just want to build better electric cars. They want to completely redefine what it means to drive an electric vehicle. And that's where solid-state batteries come in. This technology isn't just an evolution of lithium-ion batteries. It's a quantum leap in performance, safety, and durability. And believe it or not, the differences are so impressive that they make any other battery technology seem outdated. The first major advantage is energy density. Today, a Tesla Model S can travel about 400 miles on a single charge. But imagine a vehicle equipped with solid-state batteries reaching 1,500 miles of range. Yes, more than 3 times the current capacity. This means a driver could travel from Los Angeles to New York with just a few recharges. And the best part? All this without increasing battery size or vehicle weight. Another game-changing feature of this technology is charging speed. One of the biggest criticisms of electric vehicles has always been the time required to charge. But solid-state batteries could change that forever. Currently, even the fastest superchargers take between 30 and 60 minutes to charge a car to 80%. With the new batteries, this time could drop to under 5 minutes. Yes, virtually the same time it takes to fill up a gas tank. This is the kind of breakthrough that could convince even the biggest skeptics to ditch combustion engines. Durability is another decisive factor. While traditional lithium-ion batteries begin losing efficiency after 1,500 to 2,000 charge cycles, solid-state batteries can exceed 10,000 cycles without significant degradation. This means an electric car could run for decades without needing a battery replacement. Anyone buying a Tesla with this technology could very well be driving the same car 30 years from now with zero noticeable performance loss. And let's not forget safety. Lithium-ion batteries are extremely efficient, but they have a serious problem: the risk of overheating and fire. This happens because they use a flammable liquid electrolyte, which can combust if a failure occurs. Solid-state batteries eliminate this risk entirely, replacing the liquid electrolyte with a non-flammable solid material. This means fewer accidents and significantly greater vehicle safety. Sustainability is also a huge factor. Currently, lithium-ion battery production requires large amounts of materials like cobalt and nickel, which are expensive and often extracted through environmentally harmful mining. Solid-state batteries dramatically reduce the need for these materials, making manufacturing more sustainable and less dependent on unstable supply chains. For a company that has always placed sustainability at the core of its mission, this is a game-changing advantage. Tesla is not just changing battery technology, it is rewriting the rules of the entire automotive industry. The arrival of solid-state batteries has the potential to completely transform how electric vehicles are perceived, making them not just an alternative to combustion cars, but the obvious and definitive choice. And when something like this happens, the effects ripple across the entire market. One of the first major impacts will be battery costs, which have historically been one of the biggest barriers to mass EV adoption. Today, the average cost of a lithium-ion battery is around $120 per kilowatt hour, which still makes EVs more expensive than gasoline cars. But with solid-state batteries, this cost could drop below $80 per kilowatt hour by 2030. This means a Tesla could become cheaper than a gas-powered car. And when that happens, the transition to EVs will be unstoppable. Beyond lower prices, production efficiency will also change drastically. With longer-lasting batteries that require fewer rare materials, the manufacturing process for electric cars will become faster and cheaper. This could lead to a significant drop in retail prices, making a Model 3 or Model Y as affordable as a conventional midsize sedan. And it's not just about Tesla. The entire industry will be forced to adapt or be left behind. EV adoption is already growing rapidly. In 2023, EVs accounted for 14% of global car sales, a number that may seem small, but is increasing fast. With the next generation of batteries, projections indicate this figure could reach 30% by 2030. This means that within less than a decade, nearly 1/3 of all new cars sold worldwide will be electric, and that number could be even higher if costs continue to decline. The transition to electric vehicles is also being pushed forward by increasingly strict regulations against combustion engines. Governments around the world are already setting deadlines to phase out gas and diesel car sales. The European Union, for example, will ban combustion vehicle sales by 2035. California is following the same path, and China aims for 40% of all new cars sold by 2035 to be electric. With these rules in place, automakers that fail to invest heavily in electrification risk becoming obsolete. Another significant impact will be on the gas station market. Today, refueling a gasoline car is a daily habit for millions of people. But with EVs capable of driving 1,500 miles per charge and recharging in minutes, the traditional gas station business model is beginning to collapse. Tesla is aggressively expanding its Supercharger network to ensure drivers can quickly charge their vehicles. And with this infrastructure growing stronger every day, the need for traditional gas stations will decline drastically. Tesla is not alone in this race. As the solid-state battery revolution approaches, major automakers and tech giants are investing billions to avoid falling behind. Companies like Toyota, Volkswagen, Samsung, and promising startups like QuantumScape have all placed their bets on this technology. The big question is, will anyone be able to surpass Tesla before Elon Musk turns this innovation into the new global standard? Toyota, for example, is one of the most aggressive players in this competition. With over 1,300 patents in solid-state battery technology, the Japanese automaker leads the sector in intellectual property. However, turning patents into large-scale production is a different challenge. Toyota has announced plans to launch its first vehicles with this technology by 2028, but that gives Tesla plenty of time to pull ahead. Tesla's strategy has always been clear: innovate first and scale fast, a move that could give it a major edge in the race for battery dominance. Another company drawing attention is QuantumScape, backed by Volkswagen. The startup has managed to develop promising solid-state battery cells that have passed initial performance and durability tests. However, mass production remains a challenge. Automakers like Volkswagen are heavily investing in this partnership, but Tesla has already proven that its agility and vertical integration are nearly impossible to beat. While other companies struggle to secure supplier contracts, Tesla builds its own factories and dramatically lowers costs. Beyond automakers, tech companies are also eyeing this transformation. Samsung and LG Energy Solution have invested billions to secure their share of the next-generation battery market. Samsung, for example, recently announced a solid-state prototype capable of delivering over 800 kilometers of range on a single charge, with mass production expected between 2028 and 2030. However, mass manufacturing remains the biggest hurdle, and Tesla already has its infrastructure fully prepared for this transition.